Good evening, everybody. We are kicking off not just a few adventures, but an entire campaign that comes with the Dragonbane box set. We'll see if we're going to play all the adventures. I don't know. Maybe the players will get bored and we'll have to move on. But thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like the stream so YouTube can help everybody find our channel and the stream. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we are so close to 1,000. And anybody... All right, man. Hey, Jacob. How's it going, man? So tonight, as I said, we are kicking off the campaign. It's called The Secret of the Dragon Emperor. And it is it's interesting because it's a self-contained campaign that is somewhere else where the players are not from. So normally in a lot of RPGs, you kind of pick a profession, you pick a race, and then a background and all that, and then you kind of play in that world. But this is like a separate area, which is kind of cool. But before we begin, I did add the Dragonbane soundtrack, which is what's playing right now, but I kind of decided to do a mix. So we have that. Go check it out. I don't think you can actually buy it yet. It was a Kickstarter gift, but that is by Andreas Lundstrom. Mats can probably pronounce it better than I can. And
Yep, I can.
Go for it. What is it?
Andreas Lundström.
There we go. And then the secondary one, the first track you heard on the opening, the starting soon screen, is by Null. It is The Kiss of the Spider God. So Heimat der Katastrophe. You can check out the link in the description. They're a really cool dungeon synth label, and they have generously allowed us to use every damn one of their albums. And I think both Ryan and I are... Yeah, it's great. Both Ryan and I are subscribers. That's like $10 a month, and you get all their stuff. And they've been pretty damn consistent with releasing 3 albums a month. At least, sometimes 4. So go support their work. They're really cool dudes. All right, well,
I think I have at least 4 of Knowles like on tape, without a tape player, but like
yeah,
that means in my Bandcamp. But
I have a little stack bite here. I actually have like a real Crow Man. So I have
nice.
I got the Crow Man.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, this was actually Jess up there. She gifted this to me. And then
look at that.
Of course, I have the accompanying soundtrack by Noel. So yeah, I have a little altar of dungeon synth back here of cassettes. So.
But no way to play the cassettes.
I know.
You don't have a tape player either?
No.
That's great.
Yeah.
I got like 25 tapes and no tape player.
Yeah, all right. It's not just me. Cool.
I just want a cool one. I don't want just like a regular tape player. I want like, as soon as I find one that's like super dope, I'll get it. Or I used to have one that was like a record player that had a tape player and like a aux cord. They got ruined, so I gotta find something like that again.
It's funny because when I was a teenager, my dad bought me this like, CD tape deck thing, and he still has it at his house. So theoretically, I could go grab it, but it's kind of big. I'd rather get one of those little tiny shitty ones to make the dungeon synth sound even fuzzier.
A Walkman.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, I guess we're going to kick this thing off, everybody. So let me move you all to a scene so we can start this thing. Let's activate this scene. There we go. And I will move your guys' tokens in there. Not that it really matters, but... And I threw your guys' names on there. If you guys want them to be different, let me know. But I just grabbed whatever was in the sheet. Okay. I think we are good. All right, let us begin. So, as I mentioned earlier on, none of you are from this region. You are from some far-off land, and you've been going on this arduous journey through this range of mountains because you have heard of an ancient civilization that has been completely enshrouded in mist, forgotten, almost forgotten. So these are all rumors. But the rumors speak of riches and knowledge. And so that is why the 4 of you have decided to take this perilous journey through the Kumar Mountains, and you find yourselves now in the what's it called? The Drakmar Pass. Yes, the Drakmar Pass. And what is rising above you is this just this gorge with a kind of a somewhat well-trodden road reaching through it, kind of spiraling or weaving through these very, very jagged rocks. But the place that you guys are headed, the place that is steeped in mystery, is called the Misty Vale. And you can see the mist just spilling down the mountainsides of these snow-capped mountains, so you can see where it got its namesake. But you guys have been traveling for some time, and you decided to sit right here, take a pit stop, because you did see the next leg of your journey stretching out ahead of you. So, why doesn't everybody roll me a d10, please? Serial got a 10. Louis, a 1. So Mats and Ryan. Okay. So, the first person to stand up, foolhardy Mallard. He's ready to get going, and he steps directly into this gorge, the mist spilling around his webbed feet. So tell me, Louis Gildenclef Lewis, what does everybody see as you strut forward on the next leg of your journey? Oh, mute. No, you got it. You got it.
All right. So like, what do they see?
Yeah, this is going to be your character introduction. I was just seeing who was going to go first.
So he's got this like icy gaze that he's just staring off ahead. He wants to go. He kind of puffs out his chest. You know, he's kind of like a chihuahua. He wants to appear larger than he actually is.
Gotcha.
You know, where he lacks in physical strength, he gains in his charisma and poetry and singing.
Okay. And do you want to tell everybody like your profession and all that?
Oh yeah, so I am a bard. You know, a fantastic performer that I've heard. Ill-tempered, which I think goes fantastic with being a mallard. You know, you can't have one without the other. And yeah, my instrument of choice is a horn. So
interesting.
Could be heard for
horn.
miles.
Honking like a goose, one might say, right?
Or even a duck.
Or even a duck. Okay, so that is Louis Gildenclef Lewis. If you want me to shorten your name in the overlay, let me know. But next up, there is a wee lad. A wee lad. He falls in behind the mallard. And his name is Darrow. So, Mats, why don't you let us know all about Darrow?
Yes, Darrow is a young halfling. His clothes are ragged, dirty, really dirty. Like, you'd probably expect him to smell if he came closer.
These guys might know, right? I mean, you guys have been in close.
They probably do. Have suffered through the manure and whatever else is clinging to his green shorts and gray poncho. He has a crooked staff in one hand and matted. Well, his hair is actually red, but it's so matted and crappy that it looks brown. And like I said, he's young. He's pretty nervous walking into this gulch right here.
Okay. All right. And then next up is quite the strange sight. It's a very, I don't know. Ryan, why don't you describe Morning Cloak as you pad forward in your plate mail and helm? Oh, mute's in the chat?
Yep, I was trying to figure out a Morning Cloak voice. I'll get there. Probably going to be just like all my other gravelly dudes. But Morning Cloak is, as you said, full plate armor. massive great helm that has obviously been forged a little different since he has this big nose sticking out, with this one silver fang on his wolfish face, because he is a, not even wolfish, wolf face, because he is a wolfkin. He does have he is a knight, a full-on wolf knight, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, he is pacing back and forth, because much like a few of the others, he is rare and to go. He is known to be foolhardy and to always go first into danger. So when I was picking my guy, I was like chainmail or plate armor, and I was like, well, if I always run in and I've lasted this long since I am an adult, I probably had full armor, so I might as well go with that.
Except, what is the last time you had massive full armor that sort of was your demise?
Listen, fuck off. Probably it was the first like free league game we played.
It was,
yeah.
yeah.
That was the old white worm, you know.
The old white worm. Off stream, unfortunately.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. I do have a morning cloak that I'm like just whacking weeds with at this point. Probably have a great helm under. What did I say?
Morning cloak, but that's your nickname.
Oh,
so
well, I do. Yeah, I do. I feel like I do have a cloak of some kind as part of my gear. I don't remember, but yeah. And then as I said, one of my fangs was obviously knocked out at some point, and one is just like a glinting large silver fang that I keep nice and shiny. So that is morning cloak.
Nice. And on the note of plate armor, just so you know, you get a Bane on acrobatics, evade, and sneaking for obvious reasons. So there's no Bane on being eaten by a worm.
Plate armor?
Yeah,
That's some bullshit. If this was 5th edition.
Yeah, exactly. You could be jumping all over the place. All right. So last but not least, there's a very lithe figure who steps forward. Cereal, or Jess, why don't you tell her who Cereal Forest Fox is?
I like that you're calling her cereal.
It's Cereal?
Well, cereal works. No, I like cereal.
You like cereal?
I do like cereal.
What kind?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
There you go.
Cinnamon Life. Okay. She's tall. She's pale. She has long black hair, but it's kind of tinged green. And she has like some like Daenerys braids, some tricky braid work in the back. She's wearing a green dress with leather armor and a brown cloak. One eye is green, one is dark purple. Cereal is a elf hunter. She doesn't hunt elves. She's an elf, hunter. Fully grown, I guess. Well, maybe not fully. She's an adult. She's not old. I don't have a companion yet, but I plan to get one. What else can I say? I think I have a bow and a dagger. Maybe I carry my bow on my back and my dagger in my belt. Oh, and I have a memento, which is a fang taken as a trophy from a beast. And
what?
I think there's.
Are we
story
already
there.
creating a backstory? Maybe.
I mean, I think that's perfect. We'll figure out how you got that out of my mouth at some point. But,
but yeah.
All right. So that is cereal. You want me to say cereal or cereal? What is your preference?
Cereal, I guess. That way people
cereal.
aren't too confused when they
So
drop
there's
in.
not too many cereal jokes in the chat. Okay.
I mean, you can drop all the cereal jokes you want.
Oh, and speaking of chat, don't forget, if you guys have dice handy, I may from time to time, I don't know if it's going to be this first session or not, but I may ask for rolls in the chat. So if you have dice, keep them handy. All right, so you guys progress through this gorge. And a sound comes to your ear. And it triggers a memory. A memory that there was a rumor of just foul beasts that prowl this area. But it is not a beast that you hear, at least you do not think. It sounds like a whimpering sound. And it's coming just ahead of you. You can barely see kind of a silhouette. But again, this entire area is veiled in mists, so you're going to have to get closer to see. And don't worry about moving your tokens. This is all theater of the mind at this point. Unless you want
anyway,
to.
game's paused.
That's okay. So yeah, you guys are standing there. You guys kind of stopped because you heard this whimpering sound. It sounds like rattling, wheezing breath. Someone who might be on their last legs of life.
Darrow steps forward.
What ho? Is anyone out there?
Help me. Quick. And you hear this coughing, and you do in fact see this silhouette, this silhouette lying on the ground ahead of you. Probably like, I don't know, 15 meters or so. And maybe that's too far. But anyway, you see it. It's a little bit in the distance. And it does writhe with every cough.
Well, Darrow is going to approach cautiously.
Cautiously. All right. So what I would like you to do is roll me an awareness, please. And what is that? Is that a... Oh, you failed. Okay, so you're creeping forward. And then you get a better glimpse at this figure lying there in the mist. A puddle. But the puddle is not water. It is blood. And the blood is black. And you also see this arrow sticking out of his ribs. And he's lying on his side. And it looks like he's clutching something to his chest. But that's all you see. Completely cloaked, very muddy, very just threadbare cloak.
All right. Darrow is going to creep even closer. He is a healer.
Okay, he is a healer.
So he will get next to the figure and say,
My child, do not be frightened. What happened here?
So this figure turns to you, and you see just this incredibly pale face with black veins just reaching or like growing from his eyes, his mouth. And right when he opens his mouth, he coughs out just a gout of black blood. Weatherman, quick, take it. Take it. My name is Weatherman. And what he does is he thrusts this package, this bundle into your hands. And then he takes a moment to breathe. And he says, Leonara, she will understand. Take this message to her. You must find 4 pieces. And then as this happens, what are the other 3 of you are doing while he is hunched over hearing this message? You see this mysterious figure with an arrow sticking out of him, and he thrusts this bundle into Darrow's arms. What are the rest of you doing?
So Louis hasn't even noticed what's going on yet because he's too busy just kind of sitting there cleaning, the mouthpiece of his horn and, trying to remember a tune he was thinking of. And he's going to look up and just kind of see this guy, laying down with the arrow sticking out. And I'm going to waddle a little closer.
Okay, you waddle a little closer. What about Morning Cloak and Sariel? What are you up to?
So we just heard this dude moaning in the misty Vale, and Darrow went.
He's like, "Fuck it, I'm going up." This young little hobbit, this young little halfling boy.
Darrow, the opposite of the old man wizard. We got our own little Pippin here or something, and he goes forward. Yeah. I'll just how big are wolfkin generally in the context of this game? I don't want to just be like, oh, he's automatically 8 feet tall.
You know what? It's funny. It doesn't really say, but
because here's the thing: if elf aren't super tall, we have a child-sized person, a duck-sized person, a small little elf, and then just this one, like, the silhouette of our party is going to be very interesting. It's like when Gandalf was walking with the hobbits. Is what I feel like right now.
Well, I think the mallard is probably taller than the halfling. The halfling's probably the shortest, and then I feel like the elf, right? You're probably maybe a little bit lower than average height of like I say, a human. But I feel like the wolfkin, yeah, they I'm reading the race right now to see. It doesn't say that they're giant or anything like that, but yeah, I would imagine they're probably taller than a man. I would think. Unless you don't want to be. You can be like a smaller one.
No, man, if I would have rolled kid, I'd be a little wolf cub. That'd be totally fine. But so I just kind of, I mean, I think the duck and the halfling just kind of see this shadow loom over them from behind. I'm just gonna be a lot of lumen a lot in this campaign over everyone.
Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, I just walk up behind them, morning cloak or morning. I'm gonna say that way too many fucking times. Morning star over my shoulder, just like
clank.
Clank. Yeah, right. What did he say?
All right, so the three of you, actually not Louis, because you're hanging back. Did Sariel, did she move forward as well while morning cloak goes?
Yeah, she'll move a little closer, but she tends to be pessimistic, so she doesn't want to fall for any of this crap.
All right, so why don't Morning Cloak and Sariel please roll me awareness checks as you approach this body where Darrow is hunched over this man, or well, person. Okay. And don't forget, everybody in the chat, this is a roll under game, not a roll over, so a 15 would be great in other games, but not this one. Sariel failed. What about you, Gray Cloak or Morning Cloak? It should be on your just on your skill set, I think, on the trained skills, or maybe it's not. If you go to your skills tab, you'll see an awareness. Oh man, it's 4. You're on mute.
Keep practicing my voice and just not. Yes, my skills are really high or really low. So my intelligence is I'm the classic big dumb brute. I can tell you that right now. So my awareness is 4.
Okay.
So I can just click awareness and it'll roll for me, right?
Correct.
Yep.
It'll ask you if you have boons or banes, which I think.
And I have a bane.
You have a bane. You have a bane.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! 2. Holy shit! So you could have succeeded with your 4, but unfortunately you get a bane. Meaning,
wow.
Yeah, you're gonna take the 19. So that's quite the polar opposite there. Okay, so you guys approach, and as you're approaching, you hear something fly through the air, Darrow. It whisks right by your head and embeds itself into the mountainside. And I'm going to move you guys to a new area here. And we're going to play, I guess, a new song. Okay, where are we? Outskirt opening scene. Activate! Alright, let me move you guys in here. So Darrow, you had approached this man. So you guys are coming from the south. So I'll just put you right here. And then the order, I guess that would make Louis way in the back somewhere. And then Morning Cloak. How close did you think you got, Morning Cloak?
I'm looming distance.
Oh, okay. So you're right.
My shadow had fallen over the smaller people.
Okay. Well, why don't you just move yourself where you'd like, as long as, you know, I didn't want to make you be there. Same thing with you, Darrow, if you'd like to be on another side or something. But this is the man. So right as this arrow flies by you, sticks in the rock, debris clatters down, he takes his last breath, and just blood comes out of his eyes, his ears, and his mouth. And the classic goblin battle, everybody.
No.
These goblins leap out. So we got to roll
Point
initiative,
of order.
actually. Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna ruin the mood. I don't know how to move a token.
Oh, you use
Game-
your cursor keys on the
I think it's
keyboard.
because the game's paused.
Games
Oh,
paused.
Games paused.
Sorry, guys. There you go.
It's not my fault.
So what I'm going to do, yeah, you guys keep moving wherever you want to move, and I'm going to select everybody.
You know where I move? Right here.
Dang.
Because that's
Yeah.
what my guy does.
And actually, Darrow, you see 2 more little guys. Oops, I didn't mean to select everybody. Let me deselect. There we go. These guys pop out. Okay, now we're going to do initiative, which is interesting in this game. I'm going to make him dead so he's not here any longer. There we go. So in this game, you do not roll for initiative. You draw an initiative card. So hopefully this works out okay. So I think all of you guys are in combat. No. Select this guy. Alright, he's combat. And because you guys did not anticipate this ambush, you did not roll the awareness correctly, you guys will get the lowest cards in the deck. So let me make sure I got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everybody should be in there. So if you guys go to the combat tracker, you can click on the little deck of cards, and I'll just kind of shift them around as needed to make sure you guys have the lowest. Okay, wow, it looks like it worked out anyway for the most part. So Darrow, if you would click your deck of cards. It's in the second tab at the top with the cross swords, and you'll see you got it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so I just need to move you guys down. Let's see here. Update. So 3, 4. So let's make you. Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Okay. Next time I will research how to do the
It's the
Surprise
first one.
stuff.
We're for those on stream, we're practicing.
we're
We're
practicing.
getting there.
So, okay. Yeah, so the way this works in this game is when you guys are surprised, you guys are supposed to take the cards from the bottom of the deck, the highest cards, and then whoever surprised you will get the will get the lowest cards, which in this game low is better, high is worse. So, now that we have the initiative going, this scout is going to rush forward toward. Oh yeah, Darrow, where you would have been like right by this guy. So where would you be by the dead man?
Man, I want to get closer.
Well, imagine this is all kind of it's all happened like right when Morning Cloak walked up, right when this guy drew his last breath. This arrow is shot out. So you can move. You'll be able to move on your turn, but okay. So
I'll
this
be
guy
dead before then.
perhaps. So this guy rushes forward. All right, so we're going to talk about combat now, and this will probably take it slowly, like Ryan was saying, because it's been, according to our Rittermound stream or our video, it's been 11 months since we played this game, and we played only the quick start rules. So this may take us a little bit of time. Have patience. If you are a well versed in the rules, feel free to chime in the chat if we get something wrong.
Plenty of people told us what we did wrong.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's what's great about putting yourself on the internet. That's like
Mm-hmm.
it's mostly that. Okay. So this guy, he actually rushes up to you, Morning Cloak. So the way actions work in this game is you have to defend, which is called evade. You can evade, which is a dodge, or you can parry if you'd like, if you have a parryable weapon. But that takes your turn, meaning if you decide to try to evade, you can no longer attack that round. Does that make sense? So you kind of have to think about it like, do I want to potentially take the damage? And you can make this decision. You don't have to do it right now. This scout, this goblin guy, he runs up at you with this, what the hell does he have? He has a short sword. He's going to swing at you. If he does hit, if he succeeds, then you can decide to either try to evade it or take the damage. So you don't need to pick right now. So he's going to swing out at you with his short sword. He's going to slash at you. We'll also talk about damage types. So depending on the armor, I believe it's leather and chain, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But you can declare if you'd like to slash or stab, and or find a weak point. So if someone was wearing like plate armor, for instance, you can attempt to find a weak point and just completely avoid all their armor, which is great because this is a damage soak game. So he is just going to slash at you, nothing fancy. And he succeeds. So he makes contact. Morning Cloak. Would you like to attempt to evade, or would you like to take the damage?
No, I wouldn't fucking evade.
You're going to take the damage, man. All right. So let's go roll the damage.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No. I got armor for days with these little goblins like banging on my knees here. Let's bring it. Come on, let's do it.
Okay, let's see. Because I know this should be able to automatically work because, oh yeah, I should definitely, commend the gentleman, I wish I wrote his name down, who developed this Foundry system because it's bananas. It's so good. Okay, so 10. Now let's see if I can... Oh, Morning Cloak using short sword. Oh, look at that. See, look what it did. I targeted you. Scout inflicts 10 points of damage on Morning Cloak using a short sword. Did it do anything to you, or did you soak all that damage, Morning Cloak?
10 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to automatically take the damage off me, right?
Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, so if I right-click, I can say deal damage. Let's see what happens. 2 damage applied to Morning Cloak. 10 damage versus
this system
8,
is insane.
8. Yeah, it's crazy. So just so you guys know, if you do target, so if you hit the T key, you see those flashing arrows around Morning Cloak right now? That's because it's this guy's turn right here. Let me click. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. This guy's turn, and I targeted him, so then the system's going to know that. So when it's your turn, you can hit T and target whoever you'd like, and it should automate this whole thing.
So not only are our viewers learning about Dragonbane, they're also learning about the Foundry system.
Yes.
I'm sure you can buy for Free League.
And I've seen, yeah, totally. I've seen somebody playing this campaign with Roll20. It doesn't compare. Go get Foundry. The system is beautiful, and this the Dragonbane implementation is great. So so you're gonna just take 10 damage. So yeah, this goblin slashes down with his little short sword, and he cuts into your wolfish flesh for only 2 points though, because you are a big bad boy. Okay, so next up is going to be this other scout back here. And he decides to rush up to you as well because you're a big guy. They're 2 little guys. They need to gang up on you. So he is going to attack also with his short sword, swinging down. He's slashing too. He's not doing any fine weak point stuff. Okay, he fails, unfortunately. You see this thing coming. He trips on a rock, whatever you want to do, but it just does not pierce that insane plate armor. So they're going to hold their ground because they're feisty bastards. But up next, this one, let me zoom the camera out a little bit so the stream can see. This one huddling over by Louis, who is messing around with his horn. He lashes out. And he's going to attack you, Louis, with his short sword. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna evade.
Okay, well wait. He may not succeed. So the way it works is, yeah, I'll roll. If he does succeed, then you can choose to evade.
Okay, cool.
If you'd like. There's also parrying in this game. So the way parrying works is, you just block with your sword, but there's also damage in this game. Weapon damage, meaning if the damage inflicted, say you successfully parry, but the damage inflicted is higher than your, what is it, Mats? It's the
durability.
Durability. Your weapon breaks. So there's a little, yeah, but that's just with parry. Dodge is not different. So, okay, all right. So he swings out at you. Hopefully this isn't a kill. Man, short swords are D10. That's pretty insane. Okay, he does succeed. Would you like to attempt to evade?
Yes.
All right, so you should just go to your character sheet, and there should be a an evade. I wonder why it's not. Oh yeah, it's right there. Evade is 10. Okay, you succeeded. So you dodge right out of the way. And I can't remember if you get to move a square or not. Somebody look that up for me while we move on to the next combatant. Please. All right, so the next guy. Oh, wait. Yeah, this guy. He actually decides to, you know what? He decides to hang back. And he sees Serial with a bow, and he thinks he can outmatch her. So what he does is he attempts to shoot her with a short bow. Ranged attack. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Oh, shit. So he rolled what is known as a dragon. That is a critical success, meaning, you know, it's a 1. It's like the inverse of what everybody's used to. So ranged attack with short bow, targeting Serial Force Fox succeeded with a dragon. And I think the only way you can evade is if you also roll a dragon. I believe.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Armor has no effect against attack or double weapon damage. I guess I'll do that. So do you want to attempt to evade this this arrow as it comes flying at you? You'd have to roll a 1.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, probably. Like, what else should I do, you know?
Well, just so you know that if you do attempt to evade, it's going to take your turn, meaning you cannot attack until the next round.
Yeah. But I might be dead. It's double
What,
damage.
how many hit points do you have?
15, and my armor does not count, right?
No,
Unless with a dragon.
double weapon damage. No, I think, so I can either choose. I can either choose double weapon damage, or I can choose armor has no effect against the attack.
Or. Okay, it's not and. Got it.
It's or, yeah.
I'll just take it, I guess.
You're gonna take it? Why don't you, you know what, why don't you roll me a d2, and we'll see what I choose. If it's either ignore the effect of the armor. Okay, so it's gonna be double damage. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, shit!
Dead.
Jesus.
So, whoa, hang on. Deal damage. So 15. So you're at 0.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the first combat. All right, let me, hang on, let me, because my memory is...
Welcome to Dragonbane.
Yeah, welcome to Dragonbane. It seems like a 5e clone until you get fucked by 2 goblins on the first
this
game.
ain't your mother's dragon game, I'll tell you that.
No.
We survived all of Morkborg just to die in the first encounter.
I know. Take that, Morkborg. Okay, let me.
You got death saves. You got death rolls.
You got death saves. You got death saves. So
Yeah,
let's
cool.
let's all learn together, shall we? Okay. So if your HP reaches 0, which it has, you drop to the ground and risk dying. You cannot move or perform any actions except trying to rally. Okay, so there is an opportunity to rally. So death roll on your turn in each subsequent round, you must make a death roll. So not this turn, the next turn. Or actually, I guess when it is your turn. A roll against your con. If the death roll cannot be pushed, if that optional rule is used, wait. Record the result of your death rolls on your character sheet, blah, 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 blah. So after 3, you recover d6 HP. But after 3 failed death rolls, your player... So what I could say, does anybody want to rally here? And the way rallying works is if you are within 10 meters and earshot, you roll a persuade check to rally and keep fighting despite having 0 HP. But this counts as your action. So if you rally, you can continue acting as normal, but must keep making death rolls as described below. So either I believe you can do it, or I think you can rally yourself. if I remember. Yeah, you can even try to rally yourself, rolling against your will with a Bane, though. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to hit the ground at 0 HP? Does anyone want to try to rally her so she is temporarily on her feet and going? Or
So rally is an action?
yes, that will count
So
as your action.
Since I dodged, I wouldn't be able to do it then.
Correct.
Okay.
And I haven't done anything yet, right?
You haven't done anything. You guys haven't even they ambushed you pretty much. And so yeah, you haven't even gone.
The player character within 10 meters can persuade you. It counts as your action if you rally. So I would be... Okay, but I don't have a Bane to rally myself. Only she has a Bane to rally herself.
Correct. So if you rally her, if you're like, get up, you would roll
But she
persuade.
didn't take an action. She didn't take an action yet, did she?
No.
So, like, could she try to rally herself, and then I also then try to rally her as well on the same turn?
Yeah, I guess
Like,
so.
is
Why
that a
not?
thing?
Yeah, that would be her turn, but then we'd have to wait until... Or actually, it'd be out of order. So yeah, you would lose your... If she fails, then you could attempt and then lose your action. Or well, use your action.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
I'll remember that time she knocked that tooth out of my mouth and decide what I'm going to do about it. But I guess we'll... I think it'd be better to have 2 attempts than 1 attempt.
Okay, let's do it. I mean, do you want to do that, Sariel? Do you want to try to rally yourself first? Or do you want to hit the ground? It's up to you.
I mean, is there any con to trying to rally myself?
No.
Listen, I rally myself all the time. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I'll try to rally myself.
All right, so
then.
what you need to do is roll your will, but it must be a Bane, which means 2d10. It's disadvantage, basically. Not 2d10, 2d20.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here, while you're doing that, we'll talk about damage
Will
types
on
and
my
armor.
sheet.
Oh,
What
shit.
happened?
You have 17 will? Fuck.
Oh, yeah, you're probably going to succeed then, because you have to roll 17 or under. Okay, just as a note, everybody, and I'll try to remember this, but leather and studded leather gain a +2 bonus to their armor rating against bludgeoning damage, and chainmail gets a +2 bonus to its armor rating against slashing. So, does anybody have chainmail? I know only people have leather, right?
I thought about chainmail, but I went with plate.
Gotcha. Okay. And this is when you that's why I was saying that the goblin, he doesn't state his method of attack, so he's just slashing.
So I rallied. I
You did?
guess.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Rally.
Okay. How does Sariel rally? Let us all hear it. Cuz she's such a pessimist, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna, I guess, I don't know where he hit me, but I'm gonna like break it and like throw it on the ground and just try to hobble to my feet.
Okay. So the cool thing about this, when you rally, you can continue acting as normal on subsequent turns. You still have to roll the death saves, or the death rolls as they call them in this game, but you're on your feet, so you're not lying on the ground bleeding out, which is kind of cool.
Just standing, bleeding out.
Yep. Just
Okay.
standing bleeding out because you're just so amped right now. Okay, that ends, and he's like, hey, he's jumping up and down, he's stoked, but then he sees you standing, and then he's kind of disappointed after that, unfortunately. All right, so next up, does it have you? Oh yeah, it automatically. Let's see here. Let me change your status because it looked like it. That's kind of cool. It automatically made you prone. So I will change that. I'll remove that for you because you're still standing upright. Okay. Now we are moving down the initiative order, which brings us to Morning Cloak. What does this wolfkin do? Surrounded by these goblins.
He is just in his element. So he is going to let out a howl, as wolves are wont to do. And he's just gonna swing away with that Morning Star.
Okay, which
Now,
one?
okay,
would you-
so
yeah, go ahead.
question here with this. So I have a shield, right? But when I equipped a shield, it's equipped all as a weapon.
You can
and
use a
as
shield as
this-
a weapon.
The skill is hammers, which I love. That's great. Now I have a shield in one hand and a morning star in the other. Is there a situation that pops up where you can actually like dual wield or double attack, or is all of your attacks basically just like a single attack?
So you'd get a single attack. There, I believe there is a skill you can get where you can dual wield, but just natively, you only get one attack.
It's kind of dope that if you do get to a point where you're dual wielding, you can still wear a shield and then just like punch them in the face with it, because that's what you do is shields. That's cool. So then, yeah, I'm just gonna swing at whoever hit me. The one that actually pierced my armor.
The guy right in front of you. So if you want to click on him and hit T,
yeah,
you should be able to target
this guy
him.
Right here.
That's that guy right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't
and
you
then what do I do?
Morning Star him? So
and then
open
I just
up
roll.
open up your character sheet and then just click on Morning Star, and it should magically do something. Hopefully, we'll see.
It's a normal. I'm not trying to disarm parry. It's not enchanted. No boons, no banes. I just roll.
Easy peasy. Okay.
And then in the thing over here, it says, so I hit. I like that you rolled a hit, and then because there's evade and parry and all that, you can decide whether to do that or not, and then you roll the damage. It's a little extra step, but I think it's much more.
It's more strategic, and he can't do shit because he attacked you, so he cannot evade whatsoever. So that's kind of nice.
So I hit the shit because I rolled an 11, and my strength is
18 or something. Yeah. You're always gonna hit most of the time, I feel like.
Now I have a question though on this real quick, and then we'll go on. So on my character sheet, it's a skill 14.
Yeah.
It's because it doubled my original skill. It's not my skill level. Got it. Okay. All right. I was just dumb for a second. Okay. Roll damage.
10. Okay. I don't even know. Did you hit? Let's see here. Deal
Why
damage.
did I get an extra D6?
10 damage versus 3 armor. So he takes 7. Oh my god. He's still barely. Wait, how do I do this here? Do I tick these down? I'm trying to change his 7 damage appear.
So,
it's weird. It didn't.
Mine automatically rolled 2d8 and a d6. Why did it roll an extra d6? Do you know?
You get a.
Oh, because I get a damage bonus. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
don't forget your damage. I know. I'm glad. I feel like we're playing this.
I don't have to not forget because it does it automatically.
It does it automatically. I think we would totally forget that stuff if we weren't.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, so he takes a crazy hit from your Morning Star. Blood sprays out everywhere, but he's teetering on his feet. He's still upright, but his sword arm is kind of dangling a bit. Okay, and you can move, so if you'd like. And then I believe if you move, you have to do a successful, I think it's evade. Otherwise, they get an attack of opportunity. So another cool thing where you're just holding your ground. Yeah, I figured you would.
But here's my question though. Like, if I then move, since I already took an action, I can still do an evade, or I don't get to do an evade because I've already taken action.
No, I believe you can move, but then if you're like within melee, you'd have to roll an evade, and it does not count toward an action because it's part of movement, I guess.
Okay.
Stream correct
so if it's
me
your
or
only
mass
thing
correct
you're
me
doing, if your only thing you're doing, that's your action. But if you're doing it as part of movement, it's just part of it. But no, the only thing I would do is move over his dead fucking body so I'm good here.
Okay, that brings us to Darrow, the wee lad, witnessing. He can maybe get a little bit of blood on his face from this crazy Morning Star hit.
Mm-hmm. Well, Darrow is going to. Well, he's gonna walk diagonally. So that's 1 square of movement.
Oh, just so you know, if you guys hold control and drag, you can see how far. So if you know you can move
advanced.
10 meters or something, then you'll be like, oh, that's exactly how far I can move. Because I know everybody has different movement.
Yeah. That's awesome. Anyway. Let's see. I'm going to target Seriel.
All right.
And let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at Morning Cloak's sheet, not my own. And let's see here. Yeah. So I believe I have to look up the spell. It might be touch. I might not be.
It might be on your. I think it's on your character sheet, isn't it? Doesn't it give you a description of everything, or no? Let's see. What are you looking at? Are you looking at treat wound?
Yeah. Actually, I should be one closer, but that's not a problem. Watch this. I was there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well within my movement.
I like how you have cook food as a spell or whatever it is. That's like that's total halfling thing.
It's a trick.
Trick.
Anyway, it's a magic trick. Let's see.
Oh, real quick,
yes.
Did you drag the items into your spell list, or did you manually enter this?
Drag them.
Oh, weird. Okay, I figured they might like tell you what they do if you just click on them, but it doesn't look like.
Well, it's because I have the book right here, so I'm.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's slow. Anyway, with a magic word, which is going to be Shutsor. I will reach down and touch Seriel. Let's see here.
Is that a Swedish word?
Sounds sweet.
Oh dang! You did power level 3. You dumped all of your. You dumped it all in there, but then you failed, unfortunately. So you can push the roll as you see here in the. So everybody, this is a new educational opportunity. When you fail a roll, you can push a roll. However, when you push a roll, which means you re-roll it to try a second chance, what happens is you gain a condition. So it could be exhausted, sickly, dazed, angry. Those are all associated with your ability scores. And what happens is you get a Bane anytime you use that ability or any ability associated with that score. So Darrow, would you like to push your roll?
I mean, I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the dazed condition.
Okay.
Because it's very tiring. I said, Shutsor.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Hell yeah. Okay. Did you target her at all? It doesn't look like you did.
You did.
Oh, you did?
I
did.
Right?
No.
I need to.
I don't
There's
think you.
a death dot.
Regardless, we can. What is the? I think if you target her, it should calculate all the stuff like the healing. But go ahead and manually do it, or
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys work on that.
So Jacob says the game is pretty tactical, but it doesn't seem to confuse. Yeah, I think it's a great mix of tactics, like rules light, or it's a rules medium game, but yeah, it's a lot of
medium for sure.
And plus, Jacob, just so you know that a lot of the rules we're using, like pushing a roll, it's an optional rule. Same thing with armor, but there's so many cool optional rules, I don't see why we wouldn't be using them. Okay, so you rolled a 14.
Yes.
Dang, you got her back. Almost minus 1 hit point. Okay, so Sariel, why don't you
worth it.
Give yourself
Oh, he's all dazed.
Yeah, so why don't you Darrow, why don't you explain, like, do you just go up and you just touch her? Is that how the spell works?
Yes. I reach out and I touch her and I say the magic word, which is Shutsor. Then she will rise afresh and healed.
Awesome. So she is she is fresh.
6 months of this voice, guys.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I can't wait.
Welcome to hell.
All right. So
Everyone is
back.
going, let's kill him off in the next episode.
Yeah. Wait, you have a thing where you have to sleep outside, right? You don't like inns or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll just somehow sneak away somehow. Okay. Next, or would you like to move? Did you have any more movement left, Darrow, or are you going to stay put?
I am scared shitless and dazed, so I'm not moving anywhere.
All right. So then next up is going to be Louis. As these two goblins kind of approach you, well, one of them shot at Sariel, and he's completely gobsmacked right now because she stood up like nothing happened. What would you like to do?
So my action was used up dodging.
Oh shit, you're right. You did use up your action. How do you? Let me make sure. So normally, while you're playing this around the table, I would actually deal, or you guys would take cards, man. You would turn them over after your turn is done. So let me see if there's an option to where I can actually clear initiative swap. No, it looks like there's really no way, to my knowledge anyway, that you can like say I've gone. But all right, well we're gonna skip, and then Sariel, but you did rally. So
Yes.
that is your action.
Okay.
Which brings us to the top of the initiative,
I'll thank
folks.
Darrow then.
What was that? You're going to thank him?
I'll thank, yeah.
That's a free action. That's a free action. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go to round 2. Why didn't it? Shuffled all discarded initiative cards back into the deck. Reset initiative?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So now you guys should be able to just draw your cards. Just click on the little card there. And I'll click on mine. Uh-oh, I'm getting an error on this one guy.
I'm getting an error too.
Oh no!
It says it already exists.
Let me
Within the parent
reset.
collection.
Let me reset initiative deck, and let's try this again, guys. Okay, let's try it now. Error.
Success.
Success.
Wait, 6.
Hell yeah.
You know, one thing I like about this versus, you know, like we'll just say 5e, is in 5e, I think the part that's the biggest pain in the ass is like when I go and it takes like 20 minutes to get back to me and I just like, you know, or people will just like space out, where this, like, every turn you have to decide whether you're also going to do something, whether it's evade or dodge or do whatever, so it keeps you much more invested in each round of combat.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's going to move quicker, like, you know, the more we get the handle on it. Just because, yeah, a lot like Sariel and Louis, they both went before they could do anything. All right, so the first guy who gets to go is this gentleman here, and he seems very confident he can attack you, Morning Star or Morning Cloak. So he is, now I'm calling you what you called your weapon. So he is going to again slash at you with his puny short sword. Let's see what happens. Okay, he fails again. So it just glances off your heavy plate. He is staying put, though. He seems pretty convinced he's going to win this thing. Which brings us to Darrow. What would you like to do? The savior of the combat.
I think Darrow is going to take a round rest.
Oh, to
A
recover
quick rest
willpower
that
already?
lasts- Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm down and.
Do
we
you,
haven't
are you
killed any
too
enemies yet.
are you too low?
I mean, I have 3 first level spells.
Gotcha.
But who knows if Morning Cloak gets hit.
Okay, so I'm sure you know how to do that, but there is a big fat button on your there. For those of the players who don't know, right below your willpower points, there are these 3 buttons. There's a round rest, a stretch rest, and a shift rest. So it automatically calculates that when you click it. All right, and it looks like you're good. So you're gonna do that. Do you want to move at all, or are you gonna stay put? Because you have that option if you'd like.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. No,
Oh man.
I'm too dazed to move.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
You're done. All right. So Morning Cloak looming over these 2 goblins. What would you like to do?
Yeah, it's the one that was in front of me that
That's almost
swung
dead.
at me, right?
He's
Yeah, dope.
he's on his last legs. Yeah.
Yeah, so with the growl, I'm just gonna try to backhand with the Morning Star this time.
Cool. And if you just click him and hit T, or hover and hit T, it should target for you.
Oh yeah, you can just hover, can't you?
Nice.
All right. And then I'm gonna hit Morning Star. No Banes, no nothing. I'm gonna roll.
Oh dang! Look at that. Oh yeah. Don't forget
Ooh.
to tick your oh wait, this is the first one of the game, right? Because that was the goblin that rolled it.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you check your character sheet, Ryan, and make sure that it gave you a tick box. It did. Hammers. So what that means, once we get to the end of the session, that is an opportunity to increase that. So that's cool that automatically did it. So chat, if you don't know what I'm saying, or people watching later, if you roll a dragon, that is a 1. That means you get an opportunity to increase that skill at the very end of the game when we start awarding advancement points. So let's roll the damage. Do you want to do double damage, or you want a free attack against another enemy? Ooh.
So that's the other option I get actually. Yeah, is so critical hit. When it say roll double damage immediately perform a second attack? Well, yeah, because I hope I'm gonna kill this dude with my first hit. So I'm going to get a free attack against the second guy, of course.
So
I'm just gonna come backhanded this way, and then I'm just gonna go forehand on the other little goblin here. So
nice.
Roll damage on the first one. Let's see what we got.
Oh wait, I think you hit roll. You did double damage.
No, I clicked free
attack. Oh, you did? Okay, just didn't change on mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit! So you and then right click, deal damage. So he takes 10. So how do you destroy this guy with your Morning Star?
Yeah, it was that backhand shot just literally lops his head off, and it flies off of his shoulders, bounces off against the wall, and kind of rolls back towards his buddy. And as his buddy's kind of seeing his friend's head roll towards him, the Morning Star comes back around the other way and tries to take his head off as well.
Hell yeah.
So I get to target this guy and do another attack here.
Oh yeah, sorry, stream. I should have moved up. There's another one.
And I'll hit, yeah, and I'll roll my damage for that.
Dang, look at that damage.
And that'll be 8.
Jeez. So deal damage. Okay, so you hit this guy good. He is down quite a bit. Looks like it's auto taking it off too. Perfect. Okay. So next up, Louis, what would you like to do? Now you actually can go.
Yes. So since I had my horn in my hand when I got attacked, I think it would be appropriate to use my heroic ability.
Okay, what is your heroic ability?
So my beautiful voice instills courage in my friends or fear in my foes. Activating this ability, an action in combat, gives all allies within 10 meters a boon to all rolls, or a bane to all enemies within the same range.
Okay, so 10 meters would be, let's see here, where are we? So you could easily get these two guys, let me zoom, sorry, chat. Let's so they can see. So you could easily get these two guys. They're within 8 meters.
Here's the thing, though. I have a horn that increases the range of the musician ability to 100 meters.
Oh, shit. So this is like a proper war horn.
Yeah.
Battle horn. Okay, so it's either, it's or, right?
Yeah.
It's not both. Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and give everybody boons on the roll.
There you go. Guys, remember your boons. How long does it last again? Is it one action or is it the whole combat?
Let's see. So I think I have to roll for it. Let's see. Oh, wait. I guess I don't have to roll for it. I just have to have a requirement of performance 12.
Let me look here really quick here. So what's it called again?
Musician.
Oh, heroic ability, right? You said?
Yeah.
Musician. Yeah, you don't have to roll. It looks like it just costs 3 willpower points.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's it.
So
yeah, I don't see a roll needed.
Sweet.
Okay, so everybody, you got a boon. So just make sure. Yeah, sorry, I know I asked already, but I didn't hear you. But did we say it was? Let's see. Oh, it lasts. The effect lasts until your turn in the next round. So hypothetically, if you roll shitty on initiative, maybe they get 2. Who knows? We'll see. But as this is going on, as you rally this team, your party, you hear this snarling sound from behind a distant boulder. And out leaps, right as Morning Cloak is tearing these goblins down, you see this wolf-like creature, but there is a goblin riding it. So this looks like a warg. So there's a warg rider dashing toward you. And he, let's see. He was back here. What is his movement? Let me see here. Oh, it's 20. So he can move. Oh yeah. So he's gonna make all the way to Morning Cloak. And he is going to. Why is he invisible here? What the shit's going on? What? Now he's in there twice. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll delete this one. Remove combatant. Okay. So this guy, he swings out with his, what does he got? He's got a scimitar. So he lashes out at you, Morning Cloak, with his scimitar. Oops. Wait. That is incorrect. Don't take that damage. Why did that do that? Okay, well, I guess it's going to be a monster attack then. Oh, that's why it was putting him in there twice. So in this game, I'm glad we're making this mistake, or I'm making this mistake. Monsters can have multiple initiative numbers. So in the case of this this monster, it has a ferocity of 2, meaning it's two attacks per round, or 2 turns per round. So let me add this guy back. That I was wondering why it kept adding this guy twice, but anyway. He is going to attempt a monster attack. Let's see what it is. Spirit Charge! The Warg Rider tries to skewer a player character with a spear by charging a straight line. So he's dashing toward you at Morning Cloak with his spear. So you can parry this. Let me hang on. I can't remember. I guess monster attacks always hit, I think. So the attack inflicts 3d8 piercing damage, or you can parry it.
Monster attacks always hit? That's a thing?
I believe so. Let me double check. I think that is a thing, because monsters actually, yeah, monster always uses a monster attack. Italicized when it attacks. Each monster is a unique set of monsters, blah, blah, blah. Counts as an action. Same range, dodging and parrying. Yeah, okay, so monsters never roll dice to hit their target. Monster attacks succeed automatically. However, though, as a rule, a monster attack can be dodged, but not parried. However, this one noted, you guys can see in the roll table, you can also parry it, presumably because he's using a spear on top of this thing. So normally you can't. Normally you can only evade, but it's up to you if you'd like to dodge or parry.
Oh, that takes up my action, and I want to hit people with a Morning Star. But it is 3d8 damage.
3d8, yeah, 3d8. Yeah.
That's 24. The average is 4. The average is gonna be like 12 damage. I'll still be up for a round.
He could roll really low, man. You never know.
Tank.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna take it.
You take it? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll. There we go.
Oh, dope.
Busy.
Yeah. So max damage on 2 out of 3. That's what I want to see.
Okay, so you take 11.
Cool.
So cool. It absorbs. I guess Darrow's rest was a wise move. Okay, so yeah, he just rams into you with his javelin. Right as this warg is just barreling over this boulder. But you do have your attack. You do have your action. Where are we now? Who went? I think I screwed up the initiative. Has anybody gone yet? With a new reroll?
Did Louis go last before the crazy word thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, then Serial, you are up next. I lost order because I messed up with a warg.
It's Scout Darrow, the Warg Rider, then Morning Cloak.
Yeah,
It should be Morning Cloak, but since he didn't parry or evade.
Oh. Okay. Let's go to Morning Cloak.
Took
So,
it like a
Morning Cloak,
madman.
what would you like to do?
All right. I'm foolhardy to charge into battle, but I'm still a knight, which means I know what the fuck I'm doing.
What's your heroic ability?
Oh shit! What is
you
my
got
heroic
you got
ability?
some fancy stuff on
It's
that, right?
not die, right? That's what it is. It's
Oh, you have. Okay, what does Guardian do?
okay. Wait. So Guardian, I do not hesitate to protect my friends. Blah blah blah. Or whatever.
It's for the friends.
But what does my hunting ability actually do? Hunting instincts?
That allows you to track a, you can use this ability to designate a creature in sight or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. This counts as an action in combat. You can follow the scent of your prey for a full day. You can spend one further willpower point, not an action, to gain a boon for an attack against your prey. So,
gotcha.
This will
so
take
if someone's
that
fleeing, I could theoretically tag them and then track them.
I would say too, though. I would say you could use it in combat. You like.
I mean, if I use an extra willpower, but it takes an action, and I'm not going to do that right now.
Right.
So, how far away do I need to move from someone to have to do an attack of opportunity? Is it just like 5e, like one block? Like if I move a second block?
Yeah, if you move away out of melee combat, yeah, you would have to roll an evade. But again, that does not count as your action.
Yeah, but evade with the points that I have left would be really kind of shitty. I think it's better to reduce the number of targets than to spread damage across multiple people. So after that thing spears me while it's riding a wolf, that's my debate, is would I be smart enough or would I be pissed? Because if you look at the kin thing, Wolfkin are real mad about the way that wolves have been treated. You know, that's a thing.
There you go.
Unquenchable anger over past wrongs committed against Wolfkin, wolves, and the wilderness in general. I think I'm able to hold it together for at least one, and I'm going to strike on this guy right here. And I get a Bane on the attack, so I'm going to hit with the Morning Star, or a boon. So I get a boon. That should be right.
You succeeded.
For 11 damage, so I struck out at the goblin over here.
You destroy this guy, so he takes 8 damage and he is dead.
Good.
Oops. Did it automatically kill him? No. There, he is dead. So yeah, you pummel him to the ground in a mound of pulp. Okay.
Yep.
So, so Louis went, right? He used his horn. So then it would be Serial. So Serial, you're up. What would you like to do? Down here by Darrow.
I am going to try to hit this guy that hit me.
This is the guy right here that shot you with the arrow, yeah.
So I do T. And then
if you hover and hit T, that will target them.
Okay, I've targeted him.
And then you can just click on your bow. It should attack. As long as you have it equipped. Do you have it equipped? Let me check. You do not.
Yeah.
So,
wait, it says equipped weapons.
Well, at the bottom, I think you have to mark what hand it's in. Not that it matters a whole lot, but I just wasn't sure if it was if it would calculate if you didn't have that little checkbox next to it.
Oh, okay. I'll check it then.
We can always test it too.
And I get a boon. 1 boon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because of Duckies. Yeah. Oh, hot damn!
Does that?
Yeah.
Another
Can I say-
dragon! Yes! So, do you want to do double damage, or do you want to have armor has no effect? And you guys know that they're wearing leather armor, so not the best armor, but, you know, it does absorb some damage, so it's up to you.
And those are the only two options. I can't like choose to also try to hit this guy.
I don't think so. I think that is the... Let me, Dragon. Let me make
Okay.
sure, because I remember there being a list of critical successes that might have been more... Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
Range
I
combat.
mean, it shows up here.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
that's all you can do. Exactly.
weapons
Those are the two
damage.
options.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just do that.
And you know what? He is going to. Well, never
That's
mind.
not
It doesn't matter.
bad.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's fucked.
22.
He is fucked.
Yeah.
Bam. So is this guy? You targeted him. He is. Yeah. You. How do you take this guy down?
Wherever he hit me, I'm just gonna like hit him, like have it go all the way through and split
Okay.
him in half. And-
You could even like pierce him to the fucking stone wall. I don't care.
yeah,
That'd be
let's
cool.
do that.
Okay, so yeah, your arrow just takes him off his feet, and he's pierced to the rock wall off the ground. So his feet and his head and his arms are just dangling as he bleeds, and bleeds and bleeds. Do you want to move at all?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so that will be. Is it this guy? No, it's this guy. All right. He actually runs away from Louis, which I believe would... He needs to roll an evade because he's in with melee combat because he wants to actually avenge his brother and fight Serial. So I'm going to have to roll an evade to see if he gets away. Otherwise, Louis, you're going to get a free attack.
Ooh, yay.
So let's see here. Let's roll an evade. Okay, he fails. So he trips on some stones as he's trying to get away from you. What would you like to do? And just make sure to tag him if you want to hit him.
Ooh, okay. T. I am going to swing my knife. Question. Does
Yeah.
my horn give me a boon too?
I believe it said... Where is it? What's it called again? Musician?
Musician. It just does instill courage in your friends, so...
Yeah,
So
not you then. It's for everybody else.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm gonna use my knife.
All right.
And...
Lash out at the goblin. That is definitely a hit. A 2. So damn close. Okay, 6. And then do me a favor. Can you right click on that 6 and see if you can... A pop-up should come up and see if you can say deal damage.
It just says make private or delete.
Okay, that I just must be control for me. So, yeah, you cut this guy pretty good for 5 points of damage. He absorbs 1 with his armor.
Sweet.
So, but he he continues to go over here, even though he got jacked. And he's going to target Serial with his little short sword and lash out at you. Slashing, okay. All right, he succeeds. So now, you already went though, so you cannot evade.
Isn't he a monster? So we'd have to.
No, he's
Roll.
not considered a monster. Yeah, only
Oh,
so
really?
basically, the warg and the goblin together like are labeled as a monster.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but actually, goblins and most bipedal kind of things are not monsters in this game, unless it's like a troll or something. I think, but
Okay.
it lets me know. So you have to take the damage. Let's roll damage. Ooh. Man, these guys are rolling high. So you take 6 points of damage as he cuts through your leather armor. And that's all he's going to do. But the Warg Rider, he gets another chance. And he wants to take down the biggest, baddest motherfucker right here. So he is going for Morning Cloak. Let's see what happens. It's a random thing. I don't even know what it is. That's what's kind of cool. So monster attacks, everybody in stream, the way it works is there's usually a roll table. Foundry is doing it automatically, which is amazing. But they're not just standard like slashes and pierces and stuff like that. They're unique attacks. So this one is called Pounce. The ferocious warg pounces on a player character and slams the victim violently to the ground. The attack inflicts 2d8. So you already went, right, Morning Cloak? So you can't do anything.
It's the same round. Yeah.
So he is going to just this 2 paws slam you down the shoulder and you fall to the ground. Oh shit.
Jesus.
Dude, this is the most brutal goblin. So 8 damage. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, I had... Sorry, Serial. I didn't think I had you targeted. Get your, subtract your 8 damage, please. Maybe we'll just manually do this, because I fucked up. But yeah, that would be 11 minus whatever your damage soak, Morning Cloak.
My damage soak is 8.
So 3.
I'm down.
Shit. Okay, does anybody want to rally him? Oh, I guess everybody's gone.
Until the next round.
Correct. Which is right now. Okay. So I will reset the initiative deck.
Can you remove my prone, or can I?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me change that. There you go. All right. So everybody, do me a favor and roll your or flip your card. And Morning Cloak too. Okay, so Serial, you are up next. And Louis, you have not gone again, so the boon is still in effect.
Oh, sweet.
Which is this is actually great for you guys because Louis is he's second to last on the initiative order, meaning all of you guys are gonna get boons on any attacks and whatever else. Attacks, that's right. So, Serial, you're up. What would you like to do?
Since this guy is like melee range with me, does that mean I probably can't use my bow?
I think you can, but I believe you get a bane to the roll if you try to use a ranged weapon in melee. Let me double check, but
I can't move.
You can, but you'd have to roll an evade. Otherwise, he'd get a free attack. So let's see here.
I'll just knife him.
Okay. So just target that little guy with a T and roll your knife.
Why didn't... Oh, there we go. And I've got a boon.
Yep, you got a boon.
I can choose if I want to slash stat. Does that matter?
Not for him. So if you have like plate armor, oh yeah, you totally succeed in that. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh man, it's not
Dang,
fair.
only 4. So I will right click and go deal damage. So he takes 3. Oh, he's barely hanging on to life. He is nearly dead. In fact, what he does is he kind of gets so frightened because he's so low health, he backs up a step. And he's got to evade. Oh, actually, he can't do that till his turn. Never mind. Sorry. Which is it? Oh, it's actually right now. So that's what he does. He actually backs up because you just strike him in fear. And he's going to try to evade your free attack. He does not, so you get a free attack on this guy while he's trying to move away.
Question, is it a free attack or does she just roll damage? Because he already failed the evade.
Oh shit! Let me look that up.
That's a great question.
Or if you have it handy, let me
No, I
check.
don't.
You might
I
be
just-
right. Let me look up evade here. Oh, I
You
don't know
can
where it is.
stack boons too.
You can stack boons. Yeah. So if you have multiple things where it's, you know, in your benefit, you can definitely do that. Topple. Where is it? Free attack. If you are standing within 2 meters of an enemy that now moves away, you move away from that enemy, you must make an evade roll. The roll does not count as an action, but if it fails, the enemy immediately gets to perform an additional melee attack. Free attack.
Okay.
Free attack does count as an act. Does not count as an action. Okay. Oh shit. It cannot be parried or dodged, which makes sense because he's already trying to get away. Okay.
But it can fail.
They can fail, correct.
So I
Okay,
just
so
You roll an attack with your dagger.
Okay.
Or I guess with your
you already
bow.
did, right? Didn't you?
What?
Oh no, you didn't.
No.
Yeah, you
So-
roll your attack with a dagger because theoretically he's still within melee range. He's like backing up, and then you see an opportunity and slash.
Okay, so I still have to try to hit him. But I
Yep.
still have the boon, right? 'Cause I-
Yeah, so roll damage.
yeah.
Oh, you destroy this guy. So as he's trying to limp away, how does Serial destroy this this poor little goblin?
I'm just gonna like cut him in half if I can.
With your knife? Okay, yeah.
with my
Maybe he's
dagger.
he's a svelte little lad. He's got like a nice thin waist. Maybe you cut him down. Okay.
That nice thin waist, you know? A snatched waist that goblin has, you know?
Yeah. All right. The Warg Rider, Morning Cloak, on the ground. He moves on to other prey, and he let's see, how far can he go? He's actually gonna go over to I guess the closest guy, Darrow. Pounces over here.
It has been nice knowing you.
All right, let's see what happens here. And you, let's see, who hasn't. Okay, Serial's gone. Nobody's gone, so you still have an opportunity to. All right, spear charge. Oh shit! The Warg Rider tries to skewer a player character with a spear. The exact same attack that happened to Morning Cloak here. So you can parry it. You're probably gonna want to attempt to evade it. What would you like to do?
I am going to evade it.
Okay.
And I believe I can jump out of the way as well. Let's see. Do I need to target him?
I don't believe
No.
so. He's targeting you, so I think you should be fine.
Just evade.
And I think, yeah, if you evade, you get to move a square, I believe. But we'll look
Yeah.
it up later.
I looked it up. I didn't see anything about moving a square with it.
Oh, really? Maybe it's. I know there is some. Maybe it's a parry. I think it's when you parry. Maybe you can move the person you parry a square, something like that. I'll have to look it up.
Okay, so I have a. I can still get the boon, right?
You do.
What ho!
Oh, you didn't roll the boon though.
I didn't roll the boon, but I still succeeded.
Yeah, that's fine. Unless you. Hey, maybe you'll get a dragon.
Ah,
Let's roll it again for the hell of it. Oh, maybe that'll break the system. I don't know.
But the thing is that I added an extra boon, and it still didn't. It should
Didn't
roll,
calculate.
Oh, weird.
but yeah.
Let me trash that one because you don't need it. Okay. So yeah, you leap out of the way as this warg is barreling, and he just stabs his javelin or his spear into the ground. But you are uninjured. Meaning that is your turn. Morning Cloak, it's your turn to roll your death roll. which I believe is your... Is it on your sheet? I think you just have to roll
Yeah, I can just
against your
click
con,
roll,
right?
death roll.
Okay.
And now, because in that round I had already gone, I did not have the opportunity to rally myself. And now that it's a new round, no rallying myself, I'm just death rolling.
Correct.
All right.
Would you still have a boon from me?
I think it's only on attacks, right?
I think
He succeeded anyway, but he could potentially roll a dragon, which would count as 2 successful death rolls.
Oh, it says to all rolls.
Oh,
for
shit. Okay. So if you want to roll another one, Morning Cloak, go for it. You can just roll a, I guess a 20.
A D20.
Yeah, and then if you get like a dragon, then we can just mark 2.
What? It's just a flat roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just on a con.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay.
Glad
So
that-
you did succeed.
yeah.
And did it automatically
Nope.
tick 1 box?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay. All right, Louis, it is your turn. What would you like to do? And that thus ends the amazing boons.
So I can only move 8 meters. Perfect. And yeah, I'm gonna use my knife.
There's only one guy left. Okay. All right, why don't you target him and attack him?
So, how would finding his weak point work?
That is, let us look that up because I don't have that top of mind. But you have a knife, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, weak point, or it's a weak spot, right? Yeah, weak spot.
Yeah.
Weak spot. Okay, find a weak spot. If your weapon is piercing, you can try to find a gap in the enemy's armor or natural armor. You get a bane on the attack, but if it hits, the enemy counts as armorless. So it's kind of a gamble.
Would a knife
get-
be considered piercing?
It will tell you in the... it should tell you on your sheet, I believe. If it doesn't, I will look it up really quickly.
Don't.
Knife, I believe so. Yeah, subtle, piercing, and can be thrown. So
Cool.
yes. But remember, you're
Wanna
gonna
try?
get a bane on this.
Okay.
So you want to attempt to find his weak spot.
Actually.
Yeah, basically you're finding a gap in the armor.
So I'm going to activate my ability, Ill-Tempered.
Okay.
After seeing this guy take Morning Cloak down.
Oh, you know what? Before you even say that, he has no armor, so this wouldn't really matter at all. Basically, he's
Oh.
gonna take all damage.
Okay,
so-
cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to check so you didn't waste that action. Okay, so what does ill-tempered do?
So basically, it gives me a boon. You can activate this ability when making a skill roll, and you get a boon to the roll. You also become angry if not already.
Okay.
But I can't use it against intelligent-based skills. So, boon.
A choleric temper. Oh shit! Another dragon?
Oh yeah. Double damage for sure. Oh, now it lets me roll damage. Oh, cool.
Dang! So 7 piercing damage on this. Oh wait, the scout you targeted, not
Oh.
the warg. I can manually do it though.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this guy, he's got a lot of hit points. Okay, and I guess that's it for you.
Yeah.
All right, he has one more attack, and he's going to attack once more at, I guess, you, since you're standing right there. So... And you just attacked him. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Pounce! The ferocious warg pounces on a player character, being you, Louis. The victim throws the victim violently to the ground. The attack inflicts 2d8. So do you want to try to... I guess you can't evade because you already used your action. Woo! 9 points. So...
Ow.
You have 0 armor?
No. Bard doesn't get any armor.
Oh, shit.
Well, let's do a quick campaign, guys.
God damn. Dude, this is the... I was like, no way is this combat going to be this brutal, but... Holy shit. Okay, well, that's the end of that. It's time to reshuffle the initiative, guys.
You know, I think I'm still Rally. We'll just throw it. Well, I mean, I still have to make death checks.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really matter.
And you can be healed, technically, too. Okay, yeah, Morning Cloak, just roll your, well, pick your initiative card, I guess. And it looks like Louis is number 1.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting to do that.
That's okay. So
Is
Louis...
prone now?
Oh, yeah, you're on the ground, right? But you can still get up if you want. Reaction.
Oh, sweet. Actually, if I stay prone, does it make him harder? Does it make me harder to hit?
I think he gets a boon.
Oh, okay.
If you're on the ground, if I remember correctly.
In that case, I will get up.
Yeah, it's a free action anyway.
I'm so... So, rallying Morning Cloak would be an action, right?
Yes. And it
gonna do
would
it.
be a persuade.
Persuade? All right.
Yep.
I will try it. Let's go with persuasion.
You succeed.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Morning Cloak is rallied. I guess technically you have to do it immediately, but whatever. This is cooler. Let's make it happen.
It doesn't say that anywhere.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
It says this counts as an action. If you rally, you can continue acting as normal, but must keep making death rolls as above. So, I mean, I have 1 death roll, but I guess I can get up and keep fighting. But the thing is, here's the thing. If you suffer additional... So, although I'm up and moving, I'm still at 0. And if I get into combat and take damage, it's 2.
It's 2? What do you mean?
Like, it counts as 2 death saves.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
No,
See,
it
I
automatically
think-
counts as a failed death roll. Okay.
I think you're supposed to do this right when you hit 0 because it says, and you could continue to act as normal, meaning you never fell. That's how I would read it. So
Okay, well then yeah, then no rally.
if you don't want to, I'll let it pass for this time. Just
Well, no,
who
if that's
cares?
this is episode 1 of a potential campaign. Let's stick with what we think is going to go. I think rally needs to be on the round that you you drop in. So yeah, so then Ducker do other ducky stuff.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna use my knife.
You're gonna knife the warg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not.
Ooh, okay, so you can push a roll if you'd like, or not. It's up to you. So you can either fail or you can choose a condition. It doesn't have to be one that is useful to you, as long as you give me a good enough reason as to why it would be something else. Meaning, if you're striking, doesn't need to be strength.
I'm gonna do angry because I'm ill-tempered.
There you go.
And it makes the most sense.
So you will get a bane on. Oh, so you rolled again, and you failed again. Okay. Okay, but you're angry now. So any intelligence-based score is going to have a bane. Okay, so Louis, the Warg Rider. Oh man, he's gonna He is. Okay, here we go. Battle shout. The Warg Rider rallies his underlings, but there are no one left. All remaining scouts get him. Okay, so he's so frenzied, he doesn't realize all of his buddies are dead. So he just howls and howls and howls. That's all he's doing. Up next is Darrow.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So the problem right now is that if I step out of his range, I am gonna take an attack of opportunity. But I need to get in touch range for Morning Cloak.
Right.
So what will it be?
You could attempt to evade a free attack, or do you have any fancy spells to use on this Warg Rider at all, or what?
No, I can, hit him with my staff, but we need Morning Cloak more.
You could risk it.
All right.
How's your evade?
It's 10.
Remember, you
So
could
who
always
knows?
potentially. I think you can you not push those rolls? I can't remember. But anyway.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I'm gonna have to move up to him and take the attack. Let's see if I can move. Right. over
Okay, so
there.
you want to try to do the evade?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Here comes the
So
evade.
Roll,
Let's
roll me
see.
an evade.
There's no boons or pains.
Right.
Come on.
Oh, why did it roll?
Why did they roll?
Well, let's see what the first one was. A 9 was the first one.
That's good.
So there you go.
I succeed.
You succeed, luckily. Okay, so you make it all the way over there, evading his attack. What would you like to do?
Okay, so, I'm gonna pump a bunch of hit points into Old Morning Cloak here.
Okay.
Let's not be...
If you target him, I'm assuming it'll auto do it.
Yeah, so
but,
he's
yeah.
targeted now.
Okay. Man, I wish I could see that on my side. It's weird. Okay, you failed. Would you like to push another roll?
I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
Going for scared.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
So how many hit points is he going to get back?
Well, I don't know. I don't get like an option of.
Well, we'll manually roll it. So what is the normal healing?
Okay, so it's 3d6.
3d6?
Yeah.
So just roll a 3d6.
Oh my god.
Okay. Morning Cloak, you feel revitalized and you rise to your feet with 8 hit points.
Ooh, gracias.
Nice.
Thank you very much. How do I reset the death roll?
Just roll it. I guess just click it again, maybe?
It did.
It's a-
Yeah, I rolled 3 successes. Oh yeah.
And it didn't like reboot you?
No.
Oh, weird. Why can't I I'm clicking on your sheet right now. Oh, wait, something happened.
Oh, it's because I was going click, 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 everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it still has me down to 1 success.
I'm gonna unmark you as there. You should be back on your feet now. We'll figure it out. We'll clear it later, but can you add your hit points back?
I don't. It doesn't let me uncheck the checked hit points.
I think you can only add them, or at least I could only add them in like the combat area,
Which combat area?
like the combat encounters at the top.
Oh,
Character sheet.
boom. Okay, there it goes. Yep. I now have 8 HP back. All right. that
Hell
works.
yeah. Okay. So Darrow.
Oh, can you reset my desk? Can you reset my desk again? I think I clicked on a wrong spot.
The successes?
Yeah.
So it says 3 successes. Oh, you right click to remove them. There we are.
Oh.
Right click. Okay.
Aha! You can't add points back by right clicking. Look at this motherfucker. Whoever did this, good job, people.
I'll remember to get the name next time. Okay, but the Warg Rider is up.
What?
I know.
Again?
Well, they have
He has two.
2 turns. He's a monster, so
Okay.
he is
Yeah,
going
fucking
to move on to Serial, but which means he's got to evade. So Louis might get a free attack. So let's see if this guy evades.
No.
He does not. So Louis, you get a free attack on this warg
Kill him,
rider.
Louis.
I am going to. Can I try to push him off of the wolf or thing?
You can do a there's like a topple, which I think you're probably looking for. Let me find the book really quickly here. So there's a special attack called a topple. You try to topple an enemy to the ground instead of inflicting damage. This is handled with an opposed roll between your skill level and the weapon you are using and the enemy's evade. If your weapon has the toppling feature, you get a boon, which I don't think your dagger does.
No.
The attack counts as an action for you, but not for your opponent. It cannot be dodged or parried. An effective way of using this is oh, that's pretty cool. So they just say as a note, if you topple somebody, then your an ally can attack the prone enemy before they can get up, which will give them a boon.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would say this is topple. This is trying to knock him off the ground. So again, you're going to have to. It's going to be a contested roll. So I'm going to have to roll evade if you want to do this, and then you're going to roll whatever your weapon is, and whichever one's lower wins.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay, you did it for. Oh shit! Critical failure.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say that that works because he critically failed.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say you knock this goblin off the ground. The warg goes apeshit, like with no more master, and just starts running around everywhere, bumping into walls. His little harness and stuff is all his bridle, whatever it is slinging everywhere. So this goblin guy falls onto the ground, and I'm just gonna say, who's up next? Morning Cloak, you're up next. So you see all this go down. This warg just like barrels past you, doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. You see this poor little rider with this little eye patch going, "Yay!" He's frightened out of his mind.
Yeah.
I'll say if you make an attack, he's dead.
Well, yeah, I'm obviously gonna make an attack.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull myself up from the ground. Another, growl as I push myself up on my morning star and just raise it over my hand and just run at this dude and just dump him from behind.
He's cowering beneath your shadow as you approach. Do
Yeah.
you make contact? Let's see.
Oh yeah, so I just gotta hit this dude. So let's Morningstar this guy. Yep.
Oh hell yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do. Yeah, so he's dead. You don't even need to roll damage
I'm gonna.
because his hit points are
11,
kind of tied to the warg anyway. So yeah, this guy croaks, and you guys are victorious. So that was a hell of
And
a
what happened to the
combat
warg?
round.
It just ran off, or
It
what?
just ran off. Yeah, without a rider, it was just like
Hmm.
feral ape shit, like just barreling down the canyon, disappearing into the mists. So we're gonna call it there. We're at our time, but before we leave, let us do the advancement, because man, that was a learning experience. Now I can see why they decided to do the combat so quickly. Advancement. So in this game, I know there were some dragons rolled. Were there any demons rolled?
Only by you, I think.
Okay, so the way this works, when you have rolled a dragon or a demon, when using a skill, tick the checkbox, which it automatically does in this case, so you guys should be okay. You should see ticked boxes, those of you who rolled the dragon. At the end of the game session, the GM asks you the following questions about the session you just completed. For each question you can reply yes to, and justify your answer, you may place another advancement mark next to an unmarked skill of your choice. So in addition to the ones you guys already have checked by rolling dragons. So the first question is, this is like a kindergarten session. Did you participate in the game session? Yes, you guys all did successfully. So feel free, choose any unmarked skill of your choice to put a little tick mark next to. And next up, did you explore a new location? I would say you did. Drakmar Pass was new to you, so yes, that would give you all another tick point. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? Yes, I would say this was a very dangerous encounter, so that would be 3. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? I don't believe anybody did in this one. It was all very combat oriented. Did you give did you give into your weakness? Optional roll. No, you did not. So it looks like
I did.
You did.
Ill-tempered? Yeah.
Oh, that was your weakness?
Yeah.
I thought that was your just like an ability.
Oh, you're right. No, my weakness is ill-tempered. No. Wait a second.
No. I think
Is
ill-tempered
what is my weakness?
Yeah, what is my weakness now?
So just as a reminder, the weaknesses are things you guys rolled on.
Yeah.
And if you role play them, damn my throat. If you role play them, you can get a tick box at the end.
Okay.
So
So
I-
go ahead.
No, yeah, mine's foolhardy, and I feel like I ran into the goblins right off the bat. I feel like I was pretty foolhardy. So I'll
Yeah, okay. I mean, you're probably gonna do that every time, so that'll be a nice bonus, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
that's my dude. That's my whole thing.
So my weakness is thin-skinned, so I never tolerate a provocation. Would using ill-tempered play off of that?
It's hard to say if like a combat encounter would be. I guess it's a provocation. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I feel like though, to me, it's probably more RP story-based stuff than like combat-oriented stuff. That's kind of how I would really spin it. That's really what the
Yeah.
weakness is. It's for RP opportunities. So like hypothetically, Morning
okay.
Cloak, you would charge into I don't know, a situation without thinking first. Maybe it's not a non-combat situation. For Louis, again, maybe some guy in a tavern talks some shit and you don't back down. It'd be more of that kind of thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Is Ryan frozen? Or is he... Oh, shit. Dang, dude. You can stay so damn still. That was impressive. I thought you were like just locked. Okay, so I will share one of you guys' character sheets to the... Hopefully I can do that. So just so everybody can see what's going on. So I'll share Serial so you can see that she has performance, persuasion with an up, as well as bows and sling. So if she clicks, all of you guys, if you click those little up arrows, it should automatically roll. And if you roll your skill level or below, it should upgrade it for you. So let's see what happens.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah. And it
Oh.
automatically does it. So we got Serial increased performance, Darrow increased failed to increase invade. Oh wait, no. And then Louis failed to increase performance. Serial increased slings though from 7 to 8. Louis failed to increase knives.
Damn.
Louis increased from 4 to 5, so you got your swords up at least. And then Morning Cloak-
Wait.
That's not how it works.
Dude, I think it's backwards.
What?
Don't we have to roll under
Yeah.
the skill level?
Yeah, so you want a higher number.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
easier to roll under a 5 than it is under a 4.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to continually increase. Yeah, because this game doesn't
No.
have a difficulty.
I think what he's
Classes?
saying is like, doesn't it say Louis rolled a 20 and then it says it increased? Wouldn't a 20 be bad?
Oh.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to, no. So you have to roll over skills probably because like you need to be better at the skill. So the higher it gets, the harder it is to roll under it because otherwise the higher it gets, the easier it'd be to roll under it. So I rolled a 1. So I failed to increase because I can't get any lower than that. So this is one of the ones where it's opposite. So you have to roll over your skill to increase it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
Wow, so that's it. And if you click away from your skill table and then come back, it'll do the math for you.
Ah, nice.
So failed to increase hammers, increase persuasion, failed to increase healing, increased awareness, and that's it. So I got like 2 out of 5.
Okay, not bad.
Not the ones I wanted, but I mean, okay, my awareness is now a 5. I just have to roll under a 5 to not be surprised. With disadvantage because I have a great helm on, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. So, you guys are collecting yourselves. The mist is still flowing freely like the blood from your enemies. And this is where we're going to stop tonight's session, everybody, as the dust settles. And thank you so much, chat, for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week to continue this Dragonbane campaign, the secret of the Dragon Emperor. So hopefully you'll join us. Thanks again to Andreas. What is it, Mats?
I don't remember.
Lundstrom, something like that.
Lundstrom. Yeah.
Lundstrom. For composing the Dragonbane soundtrack, and as well as Null and Heimat der Katastrophe for allowing us to use the Kiss of the Spider God. So don't forget, like, subscribe for more. Comment. It always helps the algorithm. Anything else I'm missing? I don't think. I think I got it all. Yo, smash that like button. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorry. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you. Oh, wait, Ryan, anything you want to announce for Weekly Scroll coming up?
Coming up on Sunday, we are doing the Black Hack from David Black. That'll be fun, and we just need to reschedule our Mouse Ritter side quest, so I'll let you know when that happens, but that's about it.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you next week with more Dragonbane.